coach's son?
Yeah, coach's son.
Mm-hmm.
For D-lineman, it's my buddy Lawson. And CJ was still around with the team, so he still had a part to play in leadership, but his number 2, German, had to step up and pretty much.
That kid seemed like he played pretty good.
Yeah,
And then I did see him on the sideline with his head in the game, seemed to be in good spirits, running up and down, like stuff you don't normally see him do from what we know from the past.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like you almost got to because you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And it's your senior year with a high sense of urgency. You know, but overall, if it was one person, who does everybody look to?
One person.
Because what I'm saying is that they can nominate a so-called leader for a particular position group or give somebody a title, and that person might not even have real leadership skills. It's just they've been in the system longer, and they come to practice every day. But you know, who's going to go to war? Who's that dude that they look to where you know you're going to war every day? I could depend on this person in a back alley in a street fight or whatever.
I'm gonna have to say Darren Orich because he is just like he's one of those people that's so intense during a game that you think that he's getting mad at you, like but he's not. He's just so intense.
Mm-hmm.
But like the way he comes off, if they don't know him, they're gonna be like, oh, he's pissed off right now. But he's not. He's just stepping up. That's all he does.
That's what I've been. That's how you have to be. That's how you have to be. What you know from the things, the numerous conversations that we've had in the past on leadership, what tips or strategies or tools have you been using?
I've definitely been more vocal, just like with not like in a big scenario like a group thing, but like just like one-on-one, trying to like learn because I'm coming into a new program, so I have to learn more about my teammates and like who they are as people. So like just being that type of leader, just being able to chop it up with my friends, and then when it gets down to it, I have to step up, be vocal. And one thing that I believe, like the defense, they tell me this. They're like, you have to bring the juice, like for me. So they know I'm the one that's like, I'm gonna get this defense hype right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the quarterback of defense. Let's get this shit going. They know that I'm that guy.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that that's the truth because when you're not in, things happen. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. The one glaring thing that I saw from that game, from an intelligence standpoint, is if that's the line of scrimmage, and you're like right here at back or 4 or 5 yards off, 4th and 1, you was late on that one getting up there, and it came that way. And I think you could make that play, but you got to be ready, and you almost got to cheat up a step. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. It was a 4th and 1, and I think they went quick count, and they caught you back here. Where that's a situation I think you got to be willing to whatever's called is to take a risk, especially if you know they're running. Because if they quick count, he ain't no way he's getting the first. But had you been up there and anticipated, I think you could have made that play or caused havoc. Because you still caused it. It seemed like you was getting double teamed no matter where you were, or you had a consistent fight. Am I right? Mm-hmm. That's what I saw. And then there was one, I think you hit a spin move on the dude. Mm-hmm. And that's what dude, he had just got the ball off, you know. But it looked good to me. I don't know. You would have to go back and look at the film, you know, to see what you could do. And that's the difference. Like, how do you make that play? What needs to happen from the snap of the ball to, like, you know, you could always get better. I think you could make that sack. You know, not anything to beat yourself up about, but okay, how can I get better? I know I'm getting double teamed. I know there's always going to be a collision. And you making good sound collisions because it's disruptive. I could clearly see it because if you get blocked, that running back is gone. You know, or they're gonna get first downs after first downs. You know. So, what's been going on with you?
Not too much. You mean with like the football team or?
Just in general, like track and field. I mean, there's different levels of leadership, but what's been working for you? What are you exhibiting? You know, from the things we've learned in sports mastery, like in the classroom or like in everyday life. Like what's like your go-to as far as success?
I mean, like in the classroom, from that, just being a good student, always in the front, taking notes, all that kind of stuff. I got from that. On the field, when I was still playing football, it was the work ethic, or like not really the mentality of it. What's that word? When you don't have motivation, just being
Lackadaisical. Lackadaisical, like relaxed, lazy, something like that.
No. I mean, like just having the mentality to like be disciplined and keep going when you don't have the motivation. That's another thing. From that.
Yeah, what's been going on in regards to track? And Coach Curry, do they do any fall stuff?
No, he doesn't. They do stuff in the winter, but not any fall stuff.
When does that start?
December, I think.
Yeah, and see that's the crazy part because you know Kai they've been doing stuff in September, and then that's 3 extra months that he's gonna have, and then y'all come out in December. It's gonna take you 2 or 3 months to get going. I mean, but you're doing this stuff, which is good. What about everybody else that ain't doing this or don't have a word with it?
Well, during the winter workouts, there's not a lot of people there in the first place. Usually the only people there are the ones that are serious about track, like they want to go somewhere with it. But most people just, like most other sports, they wait till the actual season starts to get going.
Yeah, which is not a good thing in today's times.
Yeah, but there's nothing with Curry, the actual coach, there's nothing going on right now until the winter for any work.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess that's something, you know, when you look at it in hindsight, he have to figure out on his end because he's not a teacher in the school and he have to get a stipend created to put in his time where that's the difference between McKenzie and him. It's like, if you good, he's just gonna give his time, you know. So, what's been up with you on leadership?
Well, last week our coach was fired.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I heard the rumors, you know.
Yeah, so,
And I heard, are y'all ranked 3rd or something?
yeah, we're ranked 3rd in the state. And, we've kind of had like a tough few weeks because our best hitter, sprained her ankle at one of our more competitive games. And so I guess like we all had to rally, and like me and Ellie like really she's our other captain, and she's our setter. We like really had to step up and make sure everyone like didn't give up and knew that we can do it, like even though we don't have Sophie.
Is she a senior too?
No, she's a sophomore, but she's really good.
Okay. So like college bound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
She has like offers from UPenn and stuff.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, she's really good. So I guess just keeping everyone on track, even though Sophie is injured, and we won the game. And then we had to go to a 6A tournament that weekend without Sophie, and we still did like pretty well. Like we went to 3 with like Oswego. We beat them 25-18. We lost 24-26, and then we lost 13-15. So it was really close. And then we played OES the next week, without her, and yeah, it just
Did y'all beat them?
no, we lost. We
That's y'all's rival school
Yeah.
too, right?
we should have won. Like, it's really weird. It's a really weird experience when like you have a really good game, but then your team is just like not really coming together for some
Mhm.
reason. I got 16 kills that game.
What's a kill?
Like an attack or a spike. It's,
Oh, so when you jump up the net and then spike it?
yeah, and like you get the point.
Huh?
And you get the point.
Okay.
Like they can't return it.
So that's what you did?
Yeah.
You spiked it over the net?
Yeah, it's 16 kills that game.
So that's a lot, right?
Yeah, it's like my
Yeah.
best this season. But we didn't win. And then the week after, so the day Sophie is supposed to come back, we found out our coach is fired, and we don't know why, and everyone's super upset, and like everyone wants to blame each other, and I guess it's really
Blame each other. Why would they blame each other?
because like we had a meeting where some players like were asked to voice concerns about the coach. So some of the younger players wanted to like blame those players for her getting fired, but no one wanted her to get fired. So I guess what I had to do is they were trying to blame them, and I said, you guys, you can't blame them. Like we have to stick together as a team. No one wanted her fired.
So basically, there's one half that believes the younger kids got the coach fired or complaining.
The younger kids believe that 2 seniors got the coach fired.
Okay.
And they were like saying they definitely got her fired, it's all their fault. And I just said, look guys, it's not their fault. They did not want the coach fired. You cannot be talking smack about them right now. We do not need to attack each other. We need to come together as a
Right.
team. And eventually, like that same day, one of the girls came up to me and she's like, Katie, like I now understand what you're saying. Like no one wanted her fired. No one wants a coach fired mid-season. Like I know not to blame Rami and Retta.
Mhm.
And so then also trying to keep, like my role, I guess, everyone's very emotional and trying to keep people on task and language respectful when talking to the admins about the situation.
Mhm.
Because some of our younger players and my co-captain were using like not the best tone, I suppose. So
Talking to admin.
yeah, like
Okay.
the head of the upper school,
Yeah.
the head of the athletic department, the assistant head of school, like some of them were not using appropriate tones, and I just had to I had to try to keep them in check, like even when my fellow captains are like coming undone.
What strategies did you use to keep your emotions in check?
I guess I tried to communicate with them in a constructive way, not necessarily like everyone's very upset about why the situation happened, and they said multiple times they cannot tell us why they fired her for legal reasons. And so I guess my strategy was to kind of move on from that and like focus what's going to happen in the future instead of dwelling on the past. So I guess I've tried to, and some people are just like, oh, we were going to go to state, we're probably going to win state, but now that's never going to happen. So I'm just trying to curb that talk and like make people excited about the new coach, because there are some good candidates. And like I think we're all coming together pretty well, and I think it's actually like brought us closer together. And I've been communicating with the admins because they kind of signaled me out as like a representative for the team, and now they're trying to bring us drama juice. So
Okay.
yeah.
So I guess it sounds like definitely the intentions at the beginning is to win state
Yeah.
or to get a deep run in the playoffs, and then when the coach got fired for whatever reason, people on the team were concerned about that.
Yeah, like our best player and my co-captain literally said, like, we have no chance now. Like, there's no way we're going to state. And I was just like, guys, a coach is a big thing in the team, but like, it's not the only thing. Like, all hope is definitely not gone. And I think our big test will be this Thursday. We're playing one of the more competitive, or probably the next most competitive team in our league. And just seeing how everyone comes together. Like Sophie will be back, so we should be able to sweep them. But
Okay.
yeah,
So Because at the end of the day, the coach can't play, y'all gotta play.
Yeah,
You know, the coach can't go win the state championship for you.
yeah, the coach's job is to put in the lineup and make substitutions. Like, we know our lineup. We know how to deduce when someone is not perhaps performing
Mhm.
the way they should. And like, even we know when we're not performing the way we should be performing. So, like, a coach isn't, I guess they're putting too much stock in the role of the coach.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we can be pretty self-reliant. We ran our own practice last week and it went pretty well. And I just think they need to learn that a coach isn't everything, and I think we're on the way to that.
Yeah, because, what, do y'all have assistants?
Yeah, but they travel as a set, so they've been coaching together for 30 years. So the JV coach, the varsity coach, and the varsity assistant all left last week.
Oh, wow.
So we have like no coach right now.
Because what would normally happen is the assistant would be
Yeah.
the interim.
And that's what happened last year. But like this year, we can.
So you got a new head coach in 2 years?
I've had a new head coach every year I've played for my school.
Yeah, so you're kind of used to this.
Yeah. It just kind of sucks my senior year, but
Yeah, it does, but you've been through it. I mean, this is a little different, but I mean, you said a key word being self-reliant and the
Yeah.
team being self-reliant. Because if you think about it, you know all the drills to do for
Mhm.
practice. Y'all know the game strategy,
yeah.
and then whatever, you know, y'all learned a lot from the prior head coach. You can still go demonstrate some of the things that is it he or she.
She.
Yeah, demonstrate what she was teaching in practice and in the games. So let's say, when do y'all practice again?
Monday.
Okay. Is it by yourself or is there going to be?
Well, we have a coach. Like he's an interim coach, but he can only come on Mondays and Wednesdays because he's the athletic director at Roosevelt.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's gonna be there. But our setter, and my co-captain, she's in California right now. So
The
that's
setter, this is not a teammate.
yeah.
Okay.
She's like probably the most important person.
Why is she in California?
She's on college tours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. So what's your strategy to keep it together tomorrow in practice? What are you gonna do?
I guess like making sure, because Sophie, the player, like our best player, she was very emotional last week
Mm-hmm.
and like pretty negative with admin. So, and then she tried to like take over the whole practice, and everyone was not into that.
Take over like how?
Like she's trying to boss people around, and first of all, she's not a coach. Second of all, she's not even a captain. Like, and sometimes she thinks like because of her like superior abilities, like that she can control everybody.
This is the sophomore.
Yeah, the sophomore.
Okay.
And it's just she's not to that point yet. Like she's gonna be a good leader, but like but it's not her time yet. And I guess
What do you do to remind her of that?
well
Or how do you explain that to her?
the thing I haven't talked to her yet, but I guess I'm planning to talk to her if she like did it again because it rubbed everyone the wrong way. And like I guess she needs to learn that leadership isn't so heavy-handed. Like you can't go in telling everyone what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to be strategic with like how you like implement your leadership, I guess. Because I can like tell people what to do, but I'm not gonna like use a certain tone or like be overly aggressive with that.
Yeah.
So I guess I just want her to be able to embrace the interim coach and like be able to listen to what he says and like not question his decisions.
Yeah,
And-
or like the strategies or tactics or whatever.
Yeah, and he's kind of a legend at the school. Like he coached there for like 4 years and he coached a winning program.
This is the guy that's at Roosevelt?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the seniors who know who he is, that's mainly me and Ellie, we just need to like communicate with everyone that he can be trusted. He
So it's
knows-
only 2 seniors?
There are 4.
Okay.
Um,
So y'all gotta be on the same page, it sounds like. Are y'all,
yeah.
you know?
Me and Ellie, like, we do have another captain. She's the other senior. Her name's Ramia. And so Ramia and Greta are the 2 seniors who like people blamed, but it's not their fault. But I guess me and Ellie, we have been on varsity all 4 years. Like we've played club together for multiple years, so we're kind of a unit. And Ramia also works with us, but Ellie and I get like more playing time, so I guess we have to be leaders more on the court, and like we know a little bit more about volleyball, so
Okay.
like I guess people look to us a little bit more. So,
Yeah, and the other thing that I will add to this before we close out, the biggest thing about the leader is just understanding their responsibility to the team.
yeah,
And it's not so much entitled, like you sound like the first girl, she gravitated towards it because almost like a title thing.
yeah.
You know, nobody inherits leadership, you actually have to earn it.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that are around you, you know, they kind of appoint you as the leader.
Yeah,
You know, because then if they like you, they respect you, they're probably gonna listen to you, or at least consider your suggestions, you know, in terms of how practice should go. You know, so I would encourage you to keep that going because you're number 3 in the state, and there's no excuse to let that go. And I think at some point, and this is often, I've told Logan this, and I'm sure he's heard me say this before, but at a certain point, you have to say some things that people might not like, you know, and when you do that, it just has to be the truth. It can't be out of emotion, it has to be like almost fact-based based on somebody's actions. When you did this was inappropriate, or this doesn't fit the team dynamic or the mission of the team. So I would encourage you to stay in alignment with that thought process.
yeah. I guess my first test with that was like, or I think I've become a little more authoritative. In that when I told them, like everyone around me, all the younger girls were saying like it's Ramia and Greta's fault, and I was like, no, you cannot say that. It's not their fault. We have to stick together.
And have y'all talked about that together as a group?
Yeah, and then I went inside and I brought them over and I said like, no, and Ramia was upset because she thought everyone was gonna blame her, and I just said, look, no one blames you guys. Like, no one wanted our coach fired. We all have to stick together on this.
Yeah. So you ready to go this week?
I'm ready.
Because that's stress. That stress when you consider like you gotta think about this, you gotta have meetings about it, you gotta consider other people's feelings. But then the pressure is you have to go play.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's outcome based. Did you win or did you lose? So I would definitely manage your stress this week, because you can't win every battle, and then you don't want to be listening to unnecessary battles. You know the Debbie Downer types where they're always complaining. It's draining. So you got to watch that, and sometimes you might have to cut people off. Listen, I want to listen to this right now. It's not an appropriate time. This is what we have to focus on. You got to be able to do that in your own little way. You know, so you're not listening to a ton of negativity. The next thing you know, you get to practice it and you're down. Because you've been listening to somebody complain all day in the locker rooms, between classes, in class. You know.
I guess my main responsibility is gonna be like, if I hear people saying like, oh, admin did this, they suck, like, we hate them, this situation sucks, like, I'm gonna be like, no, stop talking about it, like, move on.
Yeah, because the ultimate thing is you're not playing against the admin or the other team's admin. Who do y'all play this week?
Horizon Christian.
Y'all playing Horizon.
Yeah.
So I would encourage you to explain to everybody, we're playing against Horizon. They have nothing to do with our admin. We have to go play them. We can't blame anybody, you know. And that's one of those things. Logan has heard me talk about this a lot. Is you have to control the controllables. You know, you can really control your attitude and how you prepare for the week. but you can't control what somebody else did. And I think you should figure out a way to reiterate that with the girls so they understand that you can only control what you can control. You can't control the rest, you can't control what happened with admin, you can't control this other group of coaches getting fired. Completely out of y'all's control. So what's the point in crying about it? You know, everybody has to make adjustments.
Yeah,
You know?
move on.
The last thing I'll leave you with, and he's heard me say this a lot, is you gotta let the girls know, like, at the end of the day, nobody cares how you feel about the decisions that the school admin made to fire those coaches. You know, so you get judged by what you do, not by how you feel. Think about that. You get judged by what you do, not by how you feel. So you go play the game, lose, make excuses. We don't got our coach, admin did this. The people that come to watch, they do not care. They're coming to be entertained. They're coming to support. They're coming to see y'all win. You know, at the end of the day, and they don't care if you felt bad or you had a bad day at school because the admin got fired and you were bickering with 2 or 3 other girls on the team. So that's why I said figure out ways to minimize your stress and how much negativity that you actually have to listen to. You know, so when you go when there's game day, you're up. You know, your emotions are up, you're feeling good. You know, so what we do right there.